Mary had a little lamb, little lamb. Nah, I want that gospel. Hi, Sam Tolbert, Sound of Joy Music Services, and we are redoing one of our most viewed videos from 2012, how to gospelize any song. Well, we're not going to use Mary Had a Little Lamb. We just opened up with that. Hi, welcome to Sound of Joy Music Lab. The concept is still the same. We're in the key of C, and we just want to look at some songs which are maybe more prevalent today. We can't go too deep into them, but to gospelize a song is to be able to pick and choose all the different cadences, all the different chord turns, and the different movements that help to make up that gospel turn, especially on the 5. All right, so we're in the key of C. Let's pick a basic melody that I think a lot of musicians might hear. Let's say the song You Are Alpha and Omega. We can't do the entire song, but in that same family, You Are Alpha and Omega. We worship you, our God. You are worthy to be praised. Right there in the major scale. What you're looking for when you want to gospelize it, you don't want to turn it too much, but you want to be able to give it a turn. So you go with the 6. You go a half step down, R. Now right here to the 5, Alpha. Now what am I doing? I'm flexing around the major scale, half a step down, right back into the major scale of C. Now the 4 or the 5, 1, 4, and 1 and Omega. There's a 4. Now half a step. Now that may not sound too cleanly. That's because I'm sort of talking, and I'm not going to sing it for purpose. I'm not a lyricist, but I can hear the melody in my head. The turn. Go here or here, whichever way I want to go. We worship you. The 3, 4, 2, stay in the 2 to the 5. Now all I'm doing is I'm following the lyric content of the singers. I can go, we worship you, our God. There's that gospel walk down. Flat 7, flat 6, 5. What you want to do is you want to see where the melody is going and see whether or not those chord changes are appropriate. I want a different play. 5, flat 7, 4, flat 7, 5. Now the UR can be the 2. It's a 2. No, sharp 4. You are worthy. 5, 4. 5, 6, 7, 1. Now this concept can be applied to any song that you want to add the gospel feel. What are the gospelized chords? The 7s, the minor 6s. There we go. The diminished chords. This chord, let me see, what is this? G. I want to be able to find it. Okay, a B augmented. Now by augmented, that means in the B major scale, sharp the 5th note, the 5th note flat sharp is always going to be called augmented. But when you add it to a chord, Everything changes based upon the lowest note. And you can end right there on this chord, which is a minor 6, but when you add the other chords to it, the whole title of the name changes. What you're looking to do, especially as a church musician, you want to find that sweet spot for chords. Now I'm working off the middle C. As you know, you have 88 keys to work with, but it's how you want to approach all the 88 keys. Do you want to go here? At some point, you got to come to the middle to fill out the chords. Otherwise, leaving this end right here in the middle open, because it's begging to be heard, because gospel music is about emotional playing, like jazz. But what happens is you throw the rule book out, because you're going to play what you are emotionally hearing right at that very time. Let's see if we can pull another song that we can. Well, we're in the Christmas season when I'm doing this. If we were to go to What Child Is This? We'll do it in the key of C. Let's see. Or some minor. That's putting up in E flat. C minor and E flat use the same notes. So if you can play in C minor, you can play in E flat. But what we're looking at is how we're going to gospelize it. So the 5, let me see. C minor. I want to go to a B flat 7 because we're going to the E flat chord. We'll go with this version. G minor, C minor, A flat. So, and when you want to gospelize a song, you want to put some, as they say, tempo to it. This is the 6/8 time and walk up. I had to hear it in my head. So the gospel sound is more than just chords, but it's an actual rhythmic attack that you want to use on any particular song. Let's see if we can find another song that is not so minor sounding. Let's go back to the key of C. Go Tell It on the Mountain. So you see me doing all of this chromatic movement, which is why I stress practicing the chromatic scale, because it opens you up to movement like a classical player. So if I went, go tell it on, that's the pentatonic scale. Pentatonic scale, which means you can go this chord, which is the jazz field. Let me get that right. 1, 2, 3, 6. Turn on the 2 to 5. Over. Stay in the 5. But the gospel turn would be to go to the 2. Over the Diminish up, 2, 5. Now here's the turn on the gospel. 7, 3, 6, 3, the 2, 3, 4, that Jesus Christ. Which almost takes you into the New Orleans stride. The famous turnaround. All you're doing is 6, 2, stay in the 2, 5, or the 2 flat 7, 6, 2, 5. These are all of the, you want to call it the old school gospel chord progressions that help to signify what the traditional gospel sound is. Now, of course, when we begin to include some of the contemporary jazz chords, that's 7, 3, 6, 2, back to the traditional 5, 3, 6, 2, flat 7, flat 6, 5. These are all of the contemporary gospel turns or chords that came up during the era of the 70s, 80s, and some in the 90s. That's the jazz movement. And all of this movement is done from doing this. You want to learn all that movement, train your hands how to find all the notes that are available to you on the keyboard. Always want to get something in with the scales. There it is. Manipulate your way around all the scales to build up your hand speed. So when you want to throw this in, which is what gospel is, it is a derivative of jazz. All right, so let's go to another song. We're not going to be too long on this video. We just want to give you an update to our how to gospelize any song. Let's see if we can get something a little more plainer, and then we'll show you how to gospelize. I want to stay in the key of C because this is where I think a lot of musicians are comfortable in your educational standpoint. Then you just apply it with practice to all the other keys. So let me just think about it while I'm just in conversation with you. You see me going through different chords that I've worked on in my past. I'm gonna see if I can take a CCM song so that I don't go too much into it, and give it a little gospel turn. How great is thou, God? I'm not gonna do the melody. You know the words. How great, our God. Come sing me, how great. From the lyrics, our God. Great. Turn. How 5. Walk up to 5. The 1 to the 6 to the 2, 5. Walk up to the 1. piano is a percussion instrument, so take advantage of that. Or 4 over the 2, 5. Excuse me, the 2, the 5. I'm talking to the number system for those who are embedded in that system. I'm not. I just talk to it. Let's see if we get a turnaround. 2, 7, 3, 6. That's what I wanted to do. 7, 3, 6. You see, once I get here, I can switch by holding the sustain pedal. I can now leave and go. How great is our God. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. In my head, I hear where I want to go because I've practiced all the scales. Every time I sit to the piano, I can hear where the change is going to be. The 2, the 5, the 6. Turn on the 6. That's the turn on the 6. How great. This is the gospel sound. How great. Or straight 5 with a 7th on it. The Hawkins turn. 7, 3, 6. Stay in there, go major 7th, walk it up. The Andraé Crouch sound. Gospel music has such a rich heritage for me because I came up during the time of the traditional sound. I would hear the there it is. And I would sit there as a youngster and I'm going, gee, I was just in my band and we didn't do those chords. We went here. We throw that change in there. Walk it up. Kind of like a Ray Charles. I told you gospel and jazz are kissing cousins. 5. Or with that diminishing, it depends on how it sounds. All right, and that is your revised, edited, how to gospelize any song. Thanks for watching Sam Tobin Sound of Joy Music Services. As always, don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment, please share these videos with everyone that you know. And if I left anything out, I'll cover it right here.